Well, think about it. I talk a lot about the vibration of need. When you think you need something, if you're a spiritual practitioner and you believe you need a Kundalini awakening, the universe always answers yes to everything. Just like when someone believes they need money, it's so much so they never manifest it, or if they do, they don't keep it for very long, because the vibration of need is different than the more benign vibration of simply appreciating something. So when you're putting energy towards something in appreciation, and let's use money for an example. I love money. I love to hear about people being successful with money, whether I have it or not. That's my vibration. I love that. Good for them. This is a magical world. All my needs are met. I don't need to have what they have. I just appreciate it. That's giving positive energy toward the subject of wealth, right? When I start trying, I'm going to do mantras every day. I'm going to meditate on it. I'm going to make myself rich in my mind. What you're activating is what I call the vibration of need. And the universe only answers yes. It's very important to remember that. Only answers yes. It's not judging our experience at all. And there's evidence of that everywhere. That's why bad things happen to good people, because the universe is answering yes to their vibration, not answering a judgment of what their deeds are. So if you think you need it and you are, trying to make it happen, the universe is going to say, yes, you need that, and you're going to continue to need it as long as you believe you need it. It's a
Hmm.
tricky thing because we're taught all of these tools and tricks that you're to manifest. But what I notice is that whenever I get into a needy space, I chase the thing away that I believe that I need. When I stop believing that I need it and stop demonizing it, which I don't do at all anymore with any topic, then it's benign. It's just appreciation. Just appreciation is enough. That's a great vibration if you want to manifest something. So be appreciative of your meditation. Be appreciative of Kundalini awakenings exist. Whether you ever have one or not, you are a whole being. You are a being of source. You are a being of light. It doesn't matter. If you have one, great. If you don't, that's fine too. If that's your authentic vibe, I believe you are much more in alignment with having that type of experience.
That is what is interesting and tricky, because if we want to manifest something, there is a need there. And in that, and I heard this so many times, the teaching of letting go is there. And how could you let go of something that you actually need? Because that's a really high vibrational place to be, where you just let go. But I find that it's really human to have needs. And
Mhm.
actually, there's a lot of teaching of expressing your needs. I need this. I need you to be kind to me. I need you to respect me. I need to take care of my needs. I mean, so we have also healthy needs. So it's sort of interesting that the universe is like that when you try, oh no, then but if
Well,
you just relax, it just comes to you.
that's true. That's true. And the reason the universe is a non-judgmental entity is because we are not here just to manifest abundance. Because think about it. If you have a life where you have no challenge, no problems to solve, you are in pure abundance, and nobody's ever there, because even the people that are born into very abundant lives will find a way to change that on some level, whether it's through illness or relationships or addiction or something of that nature. No one is having a perfect life experience. There's no evidence of that at all. And the reason is because our consciousness expands some in the wanting of things, or the wanting to experience the things that we prefer here on earth, but we expand our consciousness more in the creation.
Hmm.
Where do we create from? We create from a place of believing that we need something, or we want to experience it. I want to experience this whirlwind vacation. So I can go into the vibration of need and just always be reaching for it, or I can allow it to manifest and look back and realize how I created it, how I created the money, the time, planned the trip, did all of that stuff. And we've all created things and sort of look back and think, God, how did I even do that? It just happened magically from nowhere. Well, that's how creation occurs. And that expands our consciousness. And when we expand our consciousness, we are expanding our consciousness eternally as a strand of consciousness, or strand of source. And that expands source. And when source expands, the universe expands. And even scientists say the universe is always expanding. Well, that's how it's becoming a more sophisticated version of itself. And I believe that that is expressed here on earth as we are becoming a more sophisticated version of ourselves as humanity.
This is maybe a question for the stream, but I'll ask you. Speaking of need, do you think we need to meditate to have an awakening?
No, in fact, I think meditation is a good practice in our modern, way of life because there's so much stimulation around us all the time. And if you were overstimulated, as I was, needing to have noise on around me all the time, then you're drowning out a lot of your own natural source connection. I do more appreciation exercises, and they're not even exercises anymore. It's just a way of being now. But I wasn't taught to appreciate. I was taught to live in fear and anxiety like everybody else, worrying about everything all the time. But I found that when I shifted my focus to appreciation, blue sky, a tree, a dog playing in front of me, a cup of coffee, when I started making a daily practice of what can I appreciate in this moment, it raised my vibration. So the concept of meditation is about quieting your mind, thus quieting your ego and allowing the source being within you to sort of step forward. It's always there. It doesn't forsake us ever. We forsake it and drowning it out with fear and judgment and all of that stuff. But when we meditate, we are actively calming all that down, which just naturally allows source to step forward. That's what meditation's all about. But there's more ways to get there than just that.
Hmm.
So if you're trying to teach yourself to meditate and you're frustrated that you're not doing it right, well, you're already lowering your vibration and your judgment of it. So better to go actively appreciate something than to try to sit and quiet your mind. But I will say with that, you can teach yourself to meditate. And I love being in silence now. I love sitting and breathing and just being in silence or out in nature. That raises my vibration. But all day, every day, I don't want to sit and meditate my life away. I want to do stuff like this. So here I am talking to you, appreciating the experience. I am allowing source in this moment. And anyone that's listening and this is lighting you up, you're allowing source as well.
To watch the full video, click the link below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.
Resto maliata falia. Tan shavra leto.